6 vaults were discovered. 5 were opened, but the 6th one wasn't just locked. We have the technology to open it today. We have the drills, the lasers, and the legal rights. So, is the government terrified of a ghost story? Or is the curse actually the greatest political cover-up in the history? Inside this folder is the total breakdown of the Supreme Court argument that almost nobody noticed. It is the smoking gun that will explain why this door will never open. Today, we are performing the autopsy on the perfect trap. We are going to walk the fine line between the ancient legend that scares us and the modern system that controls us. By the end of this video, you will notice that the mystery itself is worth more than the gold. To understand the silence, first we have to look at the noise. A few years ago, the Supreme Court ordered the inventory of the Padmanabhaswamy Temple in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. They opened the first 5 vaults. What they found broke the global economy's understanding of wealth. Sacks of gold dust, diamonds wrapped in silk, kilometers of jewelry. Estimates say that the value is more than $22 billion. That is more than the GDP of Iceland. But then they stood before Vault B. No latches, no bolts, but just the cobras on the door. That is where the inventory actually stopped. Now, most documentaries will tell you that they stopped because of the curse. They will tell you about the snake gods, but that is only half the story. The real reason they stopped isn't just about what would happen to the people who would open the door. It's about what would happen to the nation itself. We must respect the legend. The Naga Bandham, the serpent seal, is said to be a spiritual lock. The oral traditions say that opening this door incorrectly will trigger danger, misfortune, death, and floods, the anger of the Supreme Divine. And historically, this curse has a high success rate. There are accounts of officials falling sick days before opening the door. Whether you view this as psychological or supernatural, the result is the same. The Vault B door still remains shut. But before we show you the political reality, we want your gut reaction. Pause the video right now and go to the comment section. Type open if you think we should break the seal no matter what. And type in closed if you think something should be left alone. We want to see where the world stands before we all see the evidence together. Ready? Okay, let's look at the curse through the eyes of the government. This is the part no one discusses. Vault B is a perfect, unopenable system. Legal experts and the temple trust knows the truth. The vault sits at the deadly intersection of religion, law, and politics. Imagine you are the Prime Minister. You have to make the call. Outcome 1. You force it open and you find another 50 billion of gold. Do you take it? If you do, you are accused of looting God's money. The devotees revolt. The government is labeled as the thief of the faith. Outcome 2. You force it open and you find nothing. Now, the believers feel cheated. You disturb the holy site for nothing. You kill the mystery and you also look like a villain. Outcome 3. You open it and a week later the stock market crashes. Or imagine a flood hits Kerala. The public will connect the dots. They will say the curse was real and you are to blame. The government needs the legend. The myth provides a keep out sign that everyone respects. It allows them to avoid a political mistake mission. The curse isn't the enemy of the government. It's their best friend. And finally, we have to talk about the brand value. When the news broke about the $1 trillion vault, the world stopped. Headlines in New York, London, and Tokyo turned this temple into a planetary phenomenon. Millions travel here. They don't come here to see the spreadsheet of assets. They come to stand near the forbidden door. They come here for the wonder. As long as the door is closed, the legend grows. If we opened it and catalogued every coin, the magic will fade and the mystery as well. The $1 trillion mystery just becomes a bank balance. But by keeping it closed, the temple preserves the one most important thing that money can't buy, the unknown mystery. So, is Vault B protected by a lethal curse? Or is it protected by a gridlock of law and fear? And the answer is yes. The spiritual and the secular have shook hands. The serpent seal, Naga Bandham, warns us spiritually. The political seal stops us practically. Perhaps some doors are meant to stay shut, not because we can't open them, but because we can't afford the price of the truth.